Hey, Giggles. Neil, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all my friends. TJ says he's doing amazing. Good for you, TJ. Glad somebody is. Well, actually, it's the old original computer. I just had several people go through it, and AZ David, he did a lot. So did Justin, and towards the end, so did um, Captain Joe. They all helped me with it. And then I started up early this morning because I wasn't sure it was going to start up. Because what they did in Zoom is they changed a lot of the um, directions into some other kind of form. So you have to kind of go through it slowly and try and figure out what the hell they're trying to say. It wasn't like before where you just click and go. Hey, Lindsay. Good for you, Lindsay. I'm going to add you as a moderator. You're going to be blue next time you type something, Lindsay. You're now an official moderator. So, Lindsay Burt, where about in the world are you at right now? Where do you live? Or where are you transmitting from, or however you're doing it? That's just a step above a regular person on the chat if you're a moderator, Lindsay. New Hampshire, all right. I don't know if you know Giggles or not. That's TJ. We call him Giggles, but his name is TJ. TJ lives down in Florida. How are things out there in New Hampshire? Good, I hope. Yeah, you can join the panel if you want to admit Anthony. Here comes Giggles.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
good yourself? I figured I'd come on for a little bit because I'll have to be in till 10, so I figured I'd come and hang out with you for a little bit.
Well, good. Well, by the time I made sure that I could get on, it was a little early. Started about
So what was the issue you were having yesterday or whatever?
just I couldn't do anything. I couldn't sign in. I couldn't get on. I couldn't.
Did it freeze up on you or?
No, just in getting in. It didn't.
Oh, huh. Lindsay, I'm over in I'm in Riviera Beach, not too far from West Palm, probably like 10, 15 minutes from West Palm.
Yeah,
And then
to come on the panel, all you do is you go up to the top of the chat and you click on that and
yeah, you click on the link and it'll bring you right on. So,
yep. And what
but sometimes Lindsay, when Paul tends to forget to post the link, but then you can go to previous previous panel shows and just like move the little cursor forward, and the link will be there, so you can click on the link on previous lives that he's posted and stuff.
yeah, because the link always stays the same.
So
Oh,
David helped you. David helped you, and
oh yeah, AZ
yeah,
helped me a lot. AZ did, yep.
yeah, because I saw you. Yes, we went out flying at Dubois Park yesterday.
Yep.
After I left work about just a little after 2, and I came home and hung out here for a little bit, and then I changed clothes and went to go meet them, and I was hanging out in the chat, and then I saw that you were talking to Justin on the phone, and he was trying to help you navigate like how to get through your issue or whatever. And
Yep.
he was telling you about clicking the little green like little shield thing or whatever. Like there's like the green shield or whatever at the bottom of the or no, it's at the top there where it says YouTube and the little signal. He was telling you to click the green shield.
Once you get hooked up, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. That's why, I've been doing this for years, and so
Right.
I can't remember all that stuff because
Well,
once you're set up, it just goes there.
yeah, yeah. Well, and that's another thing too, is like people always tell me to write shit down or whatever, but sometimes I write stuff down, sometimes I don't.
And when
But
and the other hard part is, TJ, remembering where the hell you wrote it down.
yeah,
I know I
yeah.
wrote it down somewhere. I know.
Well, I mean, I guess it's always good too to, have the little post-it notes and you write little notes and just stick them on your computer so that way you see it and whatever. Like, oh, this is how I do this.
Yep.
So
So anyway, I apologize to everybody for being out of time because I'm started about 45 minutes early, but
Laura,
I wanted to get here. Laura,
so,
Laura.
Lindsay, what you just click on the link at the top, and it should automatically open. I think she's trying to come on.
Then on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you have to turn your camera on and you have to turn your mic on.
Yeah, make sure all that's on too. So the South Florida drone meets tomorrow. I get off at 6 today, and then after I do that, I'll probably go meet up with the guys after I get off work, and then Friday is the meet and greet at Stick, and then Saturday is the official day where we're all just kind of hanging out and flying and
Rodney
socializing.
Bell, did you see Rodney Bell was live this morning driving?
Yeah, he was live yesterday, but his audio was kind of messed up. It kept skipping like a CD, and
Yeah,
so like he ended it and then did another live, I guess. So,
yeah, he was
but
driving, he was driving down there.
yeah. Well, no, I think he was flying. I think because he said he was at the he was at the airport when he was live.
Well, the picture, when I saw him, he was sitting in his truck. And the lights were going boom, 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 boom.
Well, maybe he was on his way to the airport. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know if he flies down there or drives down there.
Well, from because he lives in
Lives in the East Coast.
yeah, he lives over on the East Coast, so I'm assuming he would fly and just rent a car or whatever. I'll have to
You
ask.
know, if everybody had your money, TJ, they get a private jet.
Yeah,
And
hey,
they'd have a limousine,
you
a
know,
limousine waiting.
you know whose money I wish I had was Alexis's money because she's got her own private plane, but she was gonna come, but she had a there was a part in the plane that was that had messed up or whatever. She was trying to get it repaired, but she didn't think she would get it repaired in time for her to fly over here. So I don't think she's gonna make it. And Dusty was just texting me and telling me that like maybe I don't know, maybe like a couple people. Oh, here she comes. I think there was like a couple people that weren't gonna. Randy's not coming apparently because he's got health issues or whatever. Because I just messaged him on Messenger, and Warren's not coming. I heard, and Dusty was saying that there's a couple other people that aren't coming, which is kind of a disappointment because I was looking forward to being.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're
what's
here,
up,
Lindsay.
How are you?
Hi.
How are
How's
you?
it going?
Well, I look kind of funny right now because I just got out of the shower.
Well,
You're fine.
clean is better than dirty. We don't need any dirty people on here.
And we've had that happen. We've had that happen a few times.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, pleasure to meet you guys. This is my first time on. I know you, sir, said you were in Florida, but what's the other gentleman's name? Bob?
No. Okay, so there's a few locally people that live here in Florida. There's this one kid that I hang out with. He lives in Fort Lauderdale. His name's Matty. He goes by he had it at Matty's RC World, but then it went back to Matty's Drone World because we all fly drones and stuff. And then and then there's this other guy, Scott. He goes by Jackrabbit FPV. He lives in Jacksonville. And then there's this other guy, Kenny. He goes by Place It Here on YouTube, and he lives in St. August. He lives down in St. Augustine. And then I think there's like one or two more people that live here in Florida as well. So.
Well, my daughter and her husband lives in Claremont, Florida.
Claremont. I think that's probably maybe 3 or 4 hours away from me. I don't know.
Well, that's up by that's close to what the heck is the name of that place?
Is it close to Orlando?
Yes. Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Port Huron, Michigan. I'm right on the border with Canada.
Michigan. So
yeah.
you must see the Great Lakes ships a lot.
Oh yeah, if you go to my channel, Paul Murray, on YouTube, you'll see about 4,000 ship videos on there.
I probably have seen it because I recognize the name.
Yeah.
I also do Vibe with Mike.
Yep.
And Mike, which one? Which one is Mike? Who's that?
I don't know what his last name is, but he calls everybody boat friends.
Yeah. Boat friends and boat nerds. What are they? Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I just recently gained an interest in them, like, oh God, a few months ago, I think. I was starting to see a lot of people. I stumbled onto something where there was people that are a lot younger than we are, that was hearing Gordon Lightfoot's The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and I was watching and listening to their responses, and some of them would cry, and which I understood.
Yeah.
And then I stumbled onto a channel where I was actually seeing the ships, and where I used to work, there was a guy who lived who grew up in Michigan. I don't remember where. I think it was somewhere around Duluth, where he said that he used to see them all the time.
Yep.
And I said, are they really big? And he said they're immense.
Yeah.
They're massive.
The question.
So my favorite.
The thing that
Go ahead.
you might want to do, Lindsay, if you want to track boats or see where they are, is you go and you get there's a
Oh yeah, that boat app.
Yep.
I think I have it, or maybe I did and I deleted it. It's like
I'm not real
ship something or boat something or whatever, and it'll tell you like where the
marinetraffic.com.
That's what it is.
And it's a free app, and you can put it on your phone, and it shows you every ship in the world. And you zoom in or zoom out, tap on it, and it tells you the name of the ship, the destination, and then if you tap on it, it gives you several pictures of the ship.
Wow, because my favorite ship is the Anderson.
Yeah.
I like the Jugurtha too.
Do you own any drones,
And I like.
Lindsay?
No, I don't own any drums, but my mother used to
doesn't
play
drone.
drums with. No,
Not drums, drones, like flying drones, like.
drones. No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what do I need a drone for?
I don't know, maybe capture a ship or capture a beautiful sunrise or something, or a sunset picture or something. Dude, it's awesome.
TJ's only got one thing on his mind, it's drones.
Well, no, it's like I don't have any Great Lakes ships around here, so it's like besides, I think a drone's I think they're a little bit expensive, and I live in senior housing, so it's like can't quite afford a drone.
Well, I mean, it just depends on where you get it from. Like I got a Mini 2 for like $600, and then I got a Mini 2, I got an Air 2S, I got the OG Avata, and then I have the DJI Neo. Everybody's got the DJI Neo. Even Paul's got the DJI Neo. Well, he did have it. I don't know if he still has it now, but and he's also got. Oh no! And then he has the DJI Flip. It's a compactable, like foldable drone, and you just fold it down and you can just fly it around, and you can fly it with
Lindsay, do you see what I'm showing you there?
Yeah, it's a map of the Great Lakes ships.
Yeah.
I mean, the Great
and
Lakes
there's all
area.
the ships. You can see where they are, what the speed they're doing, where they're headed. They're headed Quebec. And what's neat about it is no matter where you go in the world, if you want to see all the ships and what they're going.
Well, what really troubles me is they're not. It's like the Anderson's not out and about yet. Like, for whatever reason, I mean, I don't know if there's something wrong with it or if they just
could be having a 2 or 3 year maintenance going on, but
that's how long it takes.
Oh yeah, because they got to paint and all the mechanics inside and everything, like the conveyor belts and everything.
Wow. So what happens to the crew when they knock a ship out of commission?
Paid vacation, or else they're put on another ship.
What about the captain?
The same thing. He either has vacation, he either has. Hey, there is Captain right there. There's Captain Joe.
Why are you so early?
Because I wasn't sure I was going to get on. You kept telling me it's because I was screwing around.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Lindsay is brand new here to the channel.
That's funny.
She
That's pretty good.
she came on simply because she wanted to talk to TJ.
There you go.
No, I wanted to talk to whoever wanted to talk
That's
to me.
pretty good. That's pretty funny. That's
Laura's
good.
talking to you, TJ.
Yeah, I see
Oh.
that.
Laura, shut up.
Be nice.
That's funny. Brenda.
Hey, Brenda. Hey, Lindsay. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you
Neil.
too. They say you're a captain, or are they kidding?
Well, I'm captain of my drone channel.
We're all captains in our own minds.
No, TJ, you're not.
Joe is retired military.
Oh,
Not retired, but not a captain. I was a staff sergeant.
How many years were you in?
13 years, 8 months, 29 days.
my brother-in-law was a staff sergeant too. I think he was in for over 20 years. They live in Kentucky right now.
Do they have good chicken there? I heard that they had good chicken in Kentucky.
Joe is just a little bit east and north of New Orleans.
Oh,
You got to talk New Orleans.
A little west and north.
so you're about an hour or so behind us right now in time.
Right. Now, my son's a first lieutenant in the Marine Corps. He's out on a boat right now somewhere. Yeah, his third day on the boat. Can't wait to hear his story.
He's doing out on the boat for how long?
Well, just 2 weeks right now.
2 weeks, and
They're
then he
going 2
comes
weeks.
back, and
Yeah,
then
he's
he's
going up and
going
down
out.
the East Coast. Then he's coming home for a week to see everybody. Then he's going back for 3 weeks on a boat. Then he goes back, and then in August he goes for 6 to 9 months. That's the one his wife doesn't like. But like I told her last night, I said, the end justifies the means. In the long run, you're going to be glad he did this.
Well, Joe, TJ has offered to help your son out and keep an eye on the wife for you.
You don't have to worry about that. She's going to be here. I'll help an eye on her. She's coming
Right,
back here to
TJ?
stay with her parents. He can't even keep an eye on his own wife. So how are you going to do that?
Wait.
She's coming back to stay with her parents while he's gone for the 6 months. And she's going to go back to work where she was working here for the 6 months, and they're going to make double money. They're doing it right. And then he say when he comes back off this little deployment on the boat, he wants to go on a cruise. I said, you're already going on a cruise. It's a different kind of cruise. I still can't get over the fact that he's got to pay $400 a month while he's on the boat for food. He's got to pay for his food being in the military because he's an officer. And they're going to give him an offset pay of $400. So why do they even give him the $400 if he's got to pay for it? Just give it to keep it and feed him. Doesn't make sense.
So he
You
has
get Doge involved.
He has to physically transfer money back for $400.
Yeah. And if they go to Greece or someplace like that, and he isn't completely paid up, he can't get off the boat. They will not let you off the boat.
Well, the thing of it is here's what I don't know. I'm not a tax person, but I would imagine that he could claim that in his taxes as a personal expense.
Well, he probably can't because he gets an extra allowance for it. But everything he's getting right now on the boat is tax-free. That's the good news. He'll have 6 to 9 months of tax-free income.
Hang on, excuse me, guys. I've got to get going because I've got a doctor's appointment at 9:20. So I'll chat at you some other time.
Okay, Lindsay.
All right, Lindsay, you have a good day.
Thanks for
Anytime.
dropping in.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll see.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, he's gonna He's gonna make some money next couple because he gets extra allowances and everything. So TJ, how do I sound? Do I sound all right?
Yeah, you sound pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got a new mic.
What did you get it from? Who'd you get it from?
Amazon.
Oh, you didn't get it from wherever. Justin told you to get it.
Well, he was looking at the one on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So would you get a new mic?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello,
Oh,
TJ.
Paul's laughing, but
I
Paul
got
probably won't
distracted
remember in
because
5 minutes.
Dan's in the chat talking about how we're going to use way more hairspray for my potato gun, and I told him to buy all the hairspray at the store and buy all the potatoes, and then he's like the potato gun is your idea. I'm just there to encourage the bad ones.
Right here, TJ.
Right there. There's his new mic.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it sounds really good.
It changes colors and everything else.
Kind of like Justin's mic.
Yeah, actually the same mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I got mine hanging over the top.
Boone, say hello to everybody.
Hey, Boone. Hey, buddy.
Boom. B-Rad. What's B-Rad doing coming in here?
He's my Boone buddy.
That's South Florida B-Rad.
Oh, there he is. There's B-Rad right there.
Hey y'all, can y'all see me?
happening?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing, B-Rad?
Sir.
I'm doing good, thank you. I saw you were on, and it's the wind's blowing hard. I hope it's not coming through, but they got some of the guys. Oh, here's Al Cerrone. Al's here. He's just pulling up.
Uncle Al's in the house.
You don't have that non-drone flyer Johnny there, right?
No, it's so windy. Yeah. Hey guys,
Was
sorry,
that-
it's out.
Was that Ken
Very
Heron right
windy
there?
out here.
Ken Heron there?
No, I'm on it's Tej. Yeah, Tej and
What's up?
Hey,
look at this house.
What's up, Scott?
Right here. Oh, look here. Yep. Hey man. It's so good.
Why don't you down here? You got to sign up.
Oh, Lord, it's
oh
Johnny.
Lord, looky, there's the man.
What's up? Oh, what y'all doing?
Oh, there's
How
Uncle Ray.
you flying in the wind?
It's windy, Joe. It even messed my hair up.
Well,
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Joe wants to know how the Neo's flying down there.
I haven't flown my Neo yet.
Hey man, what's happening?
Hey, there
right.
he
How
is.
you doing? Joe, I'm ordering a V-copter.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I gotta wait till 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I know you got to wait till 12 o'clock. I ordered 2.
That's legal.
No, you can't wait till 12, and I wait till 12. It's 2 different times.
Joe, you gotta hear what Johnny is saying about you. I'm telling you. I am telling you.
That's all right. He's got to pass by.
No.
I'll
It
throw
ain't
out the
nothing good, I
spikes.
can tell you that.
Not talking about
When he
that.
comes back through, I'm going to throw the spikes up.
Just watching the show. Don't put me in.
Scott, Jackrabbit. And then wait, hold on, let me show you around a little bit. TJ's in there laughing, giggling again.
Yeah.
He's always laughing. And then Ron.
These guys are in they're in deep conversation. I can't get them to look away.
Do a lot of.
It's windy, it's very windy. Hold on. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
30 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's about 35 gusts in here right now.
It's definitely.
We got a storm, actually got some rain in the background. Yeah, over the,
Yeah, you see that?
well, it didn't hit, we got big raindrops. But
Well, yes, no.
Well, I just wanted to say hi, see y'all, saw you on. We're
Yeah,
all just,
well,
we
we're
got some
always
other folks
glad to
coming.
have, we're always glad to have any of you here, especially Johnny, because, you know,
Especially Johnny. Okay.
Johnny and Joe are like
Yeah,
this,
great.
you know?
Yep, Scott's back here behind us. He don't want to be on.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, well, we're gonna go. It's very windy. I can't even hardly hear y'all, but we're waiting for some more folks to show up. And
TJ wanted to say something. Go ahead, TJ.
all right.
I get off at 6, so when I get off, I'll call you guys and see where you guys are at.
Okay. We'll be somewhere. Hey, we'll be somewhere in Florida, Tej.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, TJ, you call them and they'll send you the opposite direction.
Yeah, around 6 o'clock, don't answer.
All right, we'll see you guys. Hard
Okay.
to
All
hear
right,
you.
Brad, we'll
But
see
good
ya.
seeing
Bye-bye.
everybody. See ya.
How come you're on here twice? Paul?
So I'm trying to I can't get off.
Oh, you're
That's,
stuck
Yeah.
now.
sounds like a personal
Oh.
problem.
I don't know why.
That sounds like a personal problem. That's funny.
So why you under
Justin, are
Paul
you-
Murray then?
Yeah, why are you? Are you
Because I'm
involved in-
logged into his account still. So it's probably
Oh.
coming up as him. Because I can actually still host from him.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off myself. I'm gonna start getting ready for work, I reckon.
You gotta
No,
go to
TJ.
work at what, 10 o'clock?
Yeah. Yep.
So are you gonna do anything when you go to work today or just kind of?
I'm just gonna stand there and just twiddle my thumbs and
Tro-
say hey to people as they're walking in.
Yeah, say hi and troll all the women and yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a
Up,
good day.
Dan?
We'll see y'all later.
Okay.
Jody?
The reason why, Joe, is because I put myself as a user on his account. So if he loses again, I can get into it.
There you go. Come on.
And I got his password written down. So actually,
That's even
I-
better.
so.
That's even better.
Well, Justin helped, you helped, and so did big help from David AZ. But you know, here's the thing, Justin, is what Zoom has done is they've changed all of their screens of like how you start up and what do you do and where you go and how you do it. Used to be just one click and started, you know. Not anymore.
The biggest pain in the ass was just trying to get it connected to his YouTube because that was the whole issue. Almost the entire time was the YouTube account. He
Right.
has the YouTube account. He doesn't have it under his Gmail. When I actually logged into his Gmail on YouTube, it was a blank account with nothing on it.
Wow.
So he actually has it under his NetZero account.
Okay. So you got all the passwords, right?
Everything but his YouTube one. I couldn't figure it out last night. It wouldn't let me reset it because there was too many attempts made.
Well, here's the other thing that happened to me. Remember, I had to go down late in the afternoon and get my Visa, my debit Visa card changed because of
No.
the fraudulent part. Anyway, I went down and changed the card, came back, tried to sign on, and it says no, you're locked out. So the computer and I are not friends right now.
That's because you put too many passwords in too many things. Now the problem is since he can't get on YouTube, how's he going to put his chips up?
He can get into YouTube on the computer. It's trying to log in from another device.
Oh,
Problem. His computer's got his YouTube logged in. But the
Okay,
problem
but
was is that there's so many attempts by me and David and everybody trying to get into his YouTube that it locked it up and said that you had to try later. So I told him to wait 24 hours to 48 hours, let the system reset and say, okay, nobody's trying to get in. Is what they essentially
Yeah,
try to
but
do is they assume if you can't reset the password the first 5 or 6 times you try that you're trying to hack the account.
yeah.
And so they'll lock it up on you.
Yeah.
That's
Good
what
morning,
happened.
gentlemen.
Hey, good
But
morning,
I
Ed.
have his passwords, everything else but YouTube. That's the
He
only
was he wasn't talking to you, Paul,
talking.
Hey, Justin, why would I not be able to make anybody a co-host anymore?
because it's a new account. You're on a trial. That's what David said last night. He said you're on a trial basis. On the 14th, you'll be able to do it. Look up on your calendar. That's what you wrote. 14th, when you have to pay, then you'll be able to use all the pro products.
Oh, what do you do? A free trial or something?
Yeah, because he's got a new Zoom account.
I got a new Zoom account because we couldn't activate the old one.
Oh, okay.
And the old one won't charge him because his card's blocked. So they're not gonna charge him. So that one will just disappear, but then this one will work. But that's what David said. He said it's because it's on a trial, 7-day trial. And after the trial's over, that's when all the features go in
Let me
effect.
try something.
I looked yesterday when he kept playing around making everybody host when he said he wasn't doing anything. But either his right arm was making everybody host or he was doing things we don't want to know.
Yeah, I just took host away from him and tried to do it, and it's not there.
Yeah, because I looked yesterday.
Boone,
morning.
I don't even know why I even said that because I don't even want to think of that.
Good morning, iFix. Good morning, Giggles. Good morning, Frank.
Yeah, iFix is Dan.
Good morning, BR, B Red.
Yeah, B-Rad was here a minute ago.
And good morning, Brenda.
Brenda,
So how I
Brenda.
sound, Justin? I'm on my new mic.
You
Sounds
sound good over here, bro.
I saw you
Is it loud enough?
I
Yeah.
kind of rewatched the stream a little bit last night and saw that you had showed it. Now, why did you
So
have
is
to
it-
put a driver in there? You shouldn't have done a driver for that.
It would not pick up it would not pick it up.
Because usually
Everything
with
that
those,
was
yeah, usually with those, it only requires it for
Alexa,
like Windows 8 and
stop.
back.
Yeah, what it did when I plugged it in and did everything came on. Everything I had plugged into it would not work.
Weird.
Actually,
Well,
you know
you
what?
just-
I got to be honest with you. It might have worked because the only thing I was trying to get was the sound to work that was plugged into it. So when it didn't, the sound wouldn't come on except for through my earphones. I went ahead and I had that one plugged into it, so my soundboard didn't come through. So I put the drivers in, ran the drivers, and then I went back in there and realized that I had the sound flipped, but it probably was working.
Huh.
But it's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah, you just went in the device manager and let Windows.
Yeah,
put
it
the
was.
best
That's what I did. I
drivers that
didn't
are
go do that. I
recommended.
didn't think it was going to switch them around.
Yeah.
But when I opened that thing up, I found dust inside that computer I never even knew I had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta give mine a cleaning too.
It's good to
So
get
mine-
all the fans wiped out, blow the radiator out if you have a water cooler. Clean
I
your
don't have a
graphics.
water.
It's good to pop your graphics card and take it out and lightly spray it out with some air. Pop it out.
Well, I didn't do that.
Every few months.
Yeah.
What do you mean by water cooler, Justin?
If you got a water cooled system.
Oh,
Yeah, like mine's got a water cooled system, so I have a 2-fan radiator.
Okay.
I got a radiator that's got 2 fans mounted on it, and that's what runs the CPU to keep the CPU cool.
I was ready to go get a bucket of water and just.
I just don't think if he sprung a leak, though, I don't think it'd be pretty good.
Yeah, but see, my fucking CPU used to run at like mid 70s to mid 80s on Celsius, which is fine because the max is 95 for most CPUs. When it hits 95, it will shut the system off to protect the CPU from burning up. But the 56 and 5700Xs are kind of, the X literally stands for like extreme, right? It's like they're made for high, like in gaming and stuff like that. So they tend to run a lot hotter. But by putting that water cooler on there, now I run at like max 45 Celsius when I'm gaming.
Right.
Like that's how much of the temperature it dropped it. I mean, it cut my temperatures almost in half by putting that on there.
Yeah, but it looks like everything's good. Everything's working good.
Yeah, it's nice when you can add some extra USBs and you don't have to have a USB splitter on your desk.
Yeah, because that gives me the old USBs I have the mic plugged into and the camera plugged into. Because I don't need anything fast. But everything else I have is 3.0 or 3.2s. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I think I got 4 left open, and I still have 2 of the other ones, the newer ones.
Yeah, the USB-C.
Yeah. I've
Those
got
are
a lot
good.
of room back there to plug stuff into. I just don't know what I want it plugged into.
The USB-Cs are good for if you want to run a couple charging cables for like just have on your desk. You know, if you have stuff that charges, because everything uses USB-C now. So
Yeah.
that's what I do. I have both of mine just with charging cords plugged into them. And they just sit out on my desk if I need to plug something in. I got big long cables too. They're 10-footers.
Yeah.
So I can use them for my headphones or my game controller, whatever I need to plug into it.
The only thing charging on my desk are my earphones, and they're hooked into the Apple on the back, so they're plugging in there. So that's
What's up,
all right.
Brenda, Jody, Michael, how's it going?
But what I'm thinking about doing, I got just find a place for it. Because the other thing I do use a cable for that I have to plug in all the time is when I'm using my phone to put the flight records back on. Because I've got when I'm on the goggles, I have to get the goggles to the phone to iTunes, iTunes to AirData. So it gives me 4 steps I've got to do. That's for the Neo, and not it's anything I fly with the
Fucking
goggles.
annoying.
Oh, I know, but that's because everybody bitched about it and they stopped syncing AirData with everything. They don't, DJI won't sync anymore. So it's just an extra step, you know. But I'm thinking about, like I said, I'm thinking about running the cable from the back, the DJI heavy cable, and running it to the front and drilling a hole and setting it up where it comes in under the desk. So all I got to do is I can pull it back and forth. It'll give me about a foot, and that way I could just plug it in and let it sit right there. But I don't want it just sticking up out of the desk, you know. I might do it under the desk, just have it clip on, because I could 3D print a clip that will clip right onto my desk. I just take it when I need it, put it back.
They probably stopped the syncing because there's probably might have been eating up too many resources on people's devices.
No, what they did, they stopped syncing it because the United States said that they were getting the data and stealing it. That's when they said, okay, we're no longer going to do it. Show you we're not doing it.
Okay. I was over that.
Because right now, the only control of the RC2 with the antennas, the new one, I can't figure a way to get the flight records off of there. The only flight record that's on there is the Neo when I fly it with that, and I don't do it that much, so it's not a big deal.
I'm sure somebody out there knows how to do it.
Oh, it's on there. I just haven't researched it. So that's all it's going to be. Is I got to figure it out.
I just need to reach out to somebody like Daryl or Dre and ask them. One of them would probably know. Daryl would actually probably be the best one to ask.
Yeah, Daryl and his other brother Daryl.
Because Daryl uses all that kind of shit.
Yep.
And he's definitely heavy into flight records and all that stuff with his job and everything.
All right. Well, I got a game this afternoon, so I won't be here this afternoon. I got the Covington girls at Mandeville. I knew that was coming up because everything Mandeville plays now in a district game, they're gonna probably want me to shoot because they like. I was gonna say balls to the walls, but that ain't true.
Oh, you're not gonna be here. Man, it's more evening time than afternoon. It's gonna be like 4 o'clock your time.
Yeah. Yeah, the game's at 4:30 my time tonight.
Yeah,
so I'll be out there about 3:15, 3:30 to get my little seat where I got to sit before people get in there and get in front of me, and I get mad.
I don't know. My idea of afternoon is like 11 to 3.
Now, 11 o'clock this morning, my time, they're going to do that pre-funding on the new V-copter. Lance, what's up?
Hey, Joe.
So 9 o'clock, Lance's time, he's going to be buying a V-copter.
Yep. a two prop V-copter. That's me.
I'm buying one. I'll tell you, if it's reasonable, I'm buying one.
As opposed to what? The 4-prop V-copter?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, because I wouldn't want a 4-prop. That might go in circles. That'll do a Billy.
That's the way Johnny flies, in circles.
My only
The
only problem I see with that V-copter is they better be latest tech on that thing, because the last V copter, by the time they released it, it was 3 years behind everybody
Right.
because it took them so long to release it. Like it was literally, I want to say it was like worse specs than the Mini 1 was when they released it. Like the Mini 1 and Mini 2, I think had better specs than it did. And those were released prior to that.
Who makes the V copter?
Zero Robotics. Same one that
Yeah.
does the hover and the new hover and all that.
They're going to be just like every other company. Like, it seems like the only drone companies that stuck around and have actually been putting out regular shit, but it's just not very good as Potenzek and Holystone.
Yeah.
Like they still been pumping shit out every year, but they're just not that great at drones at the end of the day.
End of today or like end of tomorrow?
What do you mean?
The
He
release?
says at the end of the day.
The release today is at 11 Central.
Is that to buy or just
It sounds like it's gonna be a crowdfunding thing.
for
Starter?
fuck's sake?
A
Yeah, I
starter?
know.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see that drone for 2 years at minimum.
You're gonna have 150 South Florida drone flyers putting their $20 in.
Well,
You're
they're
talking about
probably
they're gonna,
asking for the full price. They said they're gonna have special deals today, starting at $300.
yeah, what it is you're going to pay a portion of what the MSRP would be when they release it.
Yeah,
The problem is it's hard to guess what that MSRP is too, though.
Sound
Not
like
only
a
will-
car.
Not only will you get it earlier than people, like you'll get it probably a month before it's actually put on the market to be sold, but you won't have to pay. You'll only pay like half of what everybody else will pay for it by donating now. But you're talking that could be a 2-3 year project, because 6
Right.
months to a year of probably crowdfunding, and then another year or two of development. I mean, it could be 2-3 years before you see anything.
Oh, wow.
that's why I'm probably not gonna buy one. I'm not gonna worry about that.
And usually, the earlier you are in the crowdfunding, the better deal you get.
Yeah,
At least that's my understanding of how it works. And like David does a lot of that. AZ, he does a lot of crowdfunding projects
yeah.
for printers and different things like that.
So you mean the drone is not built yet?
No, they're crowdfunding the funds to be able to build it.
What?
See, I thought they had it already built, because they were showing pictures of it.
I mean, they could have a prototype built.
That's what I'm thinking. They gotta have something going on. Because they actually got people with their hands on it.
But these days, it's hard to tell, though, too. I mean, you can make an AI video that looks like a drone flying in a park and then make it look legit and make it look like it's landing in somebody's hand and they're touching it and not actually be there. I mean, it's hard to say.
It's gonna have to be a crazy deal for me to think about it. Like $300 for the drone, the controller, and a couple of batteries, maybe I might think about it.
Well, and the thing is it's like a use case thing, right? Like, there's really probably no real good use case for it except for you just want it because it's cool looking.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's gonna be a mini V-copter, and it comes in black or yellow. I'm gonna get the yellow, that's what I'd get, just because it'd be different. And I think it's just a novelty item just to have. You can fly around and just have fun with it, because the camera on the original V-copter sucks, They didn't have they said the camera on this one is gonna be the same camera as the new hover that just came out that they're charging $1,000 for. So it's supposed to be a good camera on it. But I'll probably not buying it. I'd rather buy the one Johnny's got in the box he won't sell.
Did they say anything about which site would it be on? Like Go, Kickstarter, any of those?
Yeah, it's gonna be on their Facebook site, the V-Copter Mini site. I'll put the link in the chat. If anyone wants to look at it.
What's up, JDS?
Hey, Joe, will you DM me the link?
No,
Okay.
Lance wants you to.
That's a catfish.
I won't see the chat. I won't see the chat for another hour.
I'll send it
Lance
to
wants you to slide into his DMs.
Ah,
I ain't sliding in the nut.
slide it in dry.
I wish what was his name that I watched this morning? He was flying the Neo, and he's renting an Airbnb in South Florida. I saw he posted a video that,
Gotta
or
be
he was live.
some drone guy, Jeremy.
Yeah. And he's he was on live for about 5 minutes, and he was flying the Neo, and he had an Airbnb that was kind of across the street from the water, and he flew the Neo over the water, and I thought, don't hover, you need to keep moving and don't lose connection. He said it was kind of windy, and then he came back. What was his name?
Jeremy.
It could have been Jeremy. Nah.
Yeah, I think it was
Last
Jeremy because I remember it was him.
Okay.
He was
Guy with a red beard, kind of a red hair, red beard-ish.
Yeah, Jeremy.
And then his wife was there, a dark-headed lady.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're actually, because from what it says limited super early bird offers, official launch notifications. So yeah, it's not actually made yet.
Yeah. I
They're
put the
just
link in
saying-
there and it says something about having to be invited. See, I don't know if you could join it or you have to be invited. But Lance, I went to put you in and it says you're already invited. So
Okay. Might have been the Drone Zone, that dude. I think that was his channel name.
it could have been. Because yesterday,
might
Jeremy and TJ were flying the Neo, and Jeremy headed out by the lighthouse. And when he turned it around, he said, "Oh, it won't come back because the wind was hitting and it wouldn't go into the wind." So he was fighting with it and trying to bring it back. And I was talking to somebody, I can't remember who I was talking to online, and I said, "Well, I'm getting ready to clip it if he loses it, so I can put out a video on how what not to do with the Neo." You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a group to join. The way if you do the crowdfunding, you can get updates on everything.
Yep.
As it progresses. That's what it looks like the group's made for.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's got limited super early bird offers, official launch notification, real word product reviews, and it responds promptly to your questions. But they got a lot of people on there dogging them right now saying they've lost money in Kickstart stuff. No,
Oh, dude, there's been projects that raised hundreds of millions of dollars and then never delivered a single fucking thing. The Kickstarters, yeah, you gotta be careful on there. Because there's some like I said, there's projects that have raised millions of dollars and then you never received anything. Or you received like a half finished product that was just junk.
well, I know if it's a reasonable price, you got Johnny, Ron Brown, Ray Kelly, a couple other ones said they were buying it this morning if it was reasonable.
Oh, did they realize that it was a Kickstarter type thing?
Oh yeah, they
or-
know that. They know it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Johnny had 3 of these at one point in time. The regular V-Copter.
And you can try to look up like their history on how many projects have they funded and actually released, and that'd give you an idea whether they are a decent company or not.
Well, they're a decent company. They got the Hover Air. They're out right now on the market with them, and they had the original V-Copter. That was the one that took about a year to get out. So I have a feeling that technology is done where they probably got a few prototypes made, but they need the money to build the rest of them, you know?
Well, and the thing is, like the original V-Copter, they released it. They had a model at, what was that, CES or whatever in Vegas? But it was like 2 years after that when they finally fucking released it.
Wow.
But they didn't even actually fly it around either. They were I think they were like hovering it or just turning it on in the case, if I remember correctly. It was in a glass case. And I remember everybody thought they were bullshitting because they didn't think it could actually fly because they were only turning it on, but they weren't
Right.
actually taking off with it. They were just turning the props on
Yep.
and like revving it up, but they weren't actually flying it. So a lot of people were kind of hesitant about it at first.
Well, that could have been it. They may not have hit what they needed to do it and took that long, you know?
Have a
But I
great
tell
day,
you,
GDS.
I have flown Johnny's and Johnny's, it's a whole different feel when you're flying that one than you're flying a regular drone. The biggest thing I had a problem with was watching it and looking at it and just trying to realize which way is it really going, you know? I get around a
And are
pole
you-
out like a light pole, and I had to look down at my screen to see the direction I was in because it's just you don't see the same thing.
I mean, not
And are
all.
you using your phone?
Yeah, it was on a phone. That's another thing.
I mean, there's a lot of big companies that use Kickstarter that can afford to put up the money. They just don't want to. So
Yeah.
they'll start a
Net
Kickstarter.
Zero, I don't think it's a scam because, like I said, they're selling those hovers all over the place.
Well, I mean, there
It's just-
are some out there that have been scams, but there's a lot that
Yeah.
have been successful too. I know David's got quite a few printers from Kickstarter but like I said, those tend to take a couple years minimum usually. So
Yep.
it's not something you're going to want to get into and then expect it in a month or two, because most likely that's not going to happen.
Morning, Russ. Well, you guys can donate it to me. I'll build something.
Morning, Brenda.
I mean, unless they already have the design ready to go and they have production ready to go and they just need the funding for the production, you might get it in 6 months or so. But like I said, it all depends on whether they have a functional prototype. Well, there's a lot of factors in it, depending on how long it's going to take.
Paul must be on the phone with his bank.
Because they're trying to cover.
Paul said yesterday he had to get a new card because he got scammed. He clicked on the thing and then didn't read it that they were going to charge him $34. He didn't get scammed.
Joe, are you flying out today?
Yeah, I'll be flying out this afternoon. I wish. You know? I tell you, I would love to be able to fly out early in the morning and all of a sudden show up at Sticks, just walk in, you know? So y'all are having too much fun.
The cool thing is you could say, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Holy, did you guys see the number that Russell put up from them now delivering? That's crazy.
Wow. That's why I don't do anything on the Kickstarter site. I got the things sent them to me all the time. I look at them.
Wow.
I never buy, never do anything. But this is a little different.
It looks like around 9% of Kickstarters are actually failures. The rest are success. And about 42% actually reach their funding goal, but only 9% of them actually fail to deliver anything. So that's not too bad. I mean, I guess if you got extra money and you want to throw it into a few different projects. I don't think that number is too bad. But that's something that you're going into with the understanding that you might not get a thing, so you can't get too pissed off at the end if they don't deliver, because you knew that beforehand that was a possibility. You know.
So you don't get your money back after 3 years if they don't send it to you?
I think some projects, I don't know exactly how that works. I know some companies have done refunds. I don't know. David knows a lot about Kickstarter and all that. Yeah, 42%.
Wow.
But that doesn't mean that just because they don't reach their goal funding doesn't mean they don't deliver on the project. Like I said, because some big companies, like just say, for example, like Google might do a Kickstarter for something because they just want to cover the cost of the R&D and everything into a project.
Yeah.
But if they fall a little short, that doesn't mean that they're going to kill the project. You know what I'm saying? Like there's big companies that do Kickstarters that can afford to put the money up right away if they wanted to. They just choose not to. They want to see if people are interested in it and how much they can get to start the project. It's a good way to figure out, especially if you're a big company, it's a good way to get an idea whether people are actually interested. Yeah, and he's saying 376,000 projects have not delivered as promised, but that's probably out of millions of freaking projects that have been put up. I mean, they said that they're about 9% failure rate, so there's probably, I guarantee there's probably well over 1 million projects, if not more, a year put on there.
Like I said, you guys send me I'll do a fundraiser. I'll build something.
Oh yeah, and I agree with you, Russell. Reaching a funding goal is not a success because there have some projects that wanted $5 million and they ended up making 15 million and never delivered the item. So yeah, there's definitely scams on there, but I know there's been a few people that have actually gotten in a lot of legal trouble over that too, where a lot of people ended up suing them over it.
Once I reach 500,000, I'll start sending stuff out.
But but to be honest, most people that are really into Kickstarter and stuff, a lot of them have money to just waste on throwing into a project, you know. A lot of everyday people aren't dumping hundreds of dollars into a bunch of different projects they can't afford, you know. It's usually people with money that want to play with the latest toy or whatever. Like David's really interested in technology. He loves technology. So that's why he's always doing the printers and all that and Kickstarter and everything, you know.
Joe, how much you think they'll ask up front for this V-copper?
How much you think it's gonna be?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 500 for like a fly mold on the starter. I think they'll want for the first one about 400 or 500. Like
I don't even think they had a fly more with the original though. Wasn't it just a one battery option?
Yeah, it might not be because they're saying deals under 300.
Because
So it might be the first 100 people can get. I think that they said it's gonna be the first 100 people gonna get special deals. So it might be like $299 or 300 for a battery, the controller, and the drone. That's not a bad price because I wasted 200 on the Neo.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure the original V-copter, it might have had a second option of 2 batteries, but I don't think they had like a full-on fly more like DJI.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
I think it was only a 1 battery setup, if I remember correctly. It might have had a 2
but
battery
that
one.
V-copter's got about 50-minute time on it, 1 battery.
Oh yeah, because you're using only 2 props, but you're only using 2 props, but then it kind of makes you wonder, is it exerting more energy on those 2 props?
Yeah, it sounds to me like it should be doing more energy.
I don't know. I guess it all depends on the aerodynamics, all that kind of scientific shit comes into play with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What gets me is, like I said, when you fly it, it feels like it's rocking. You like this when you're flying it.
What's up, David?
What's up, David? AZ.
Well, like I said, I mean, you got to look at Kickstarter as something that you're not forced to go into it. You know what your chances are. You know you're taking a risk. So at the end of the day, that's really on you to make that decision, right? Like nobody's forcing you to do it.
And speaking of decisions, my son Justin, when he came over the other day to get all the paperwork, because he's doing the physical fitness test this morning, he tells me, "Oh, Nick's bringing back your PT 111, and he's going to take his gun back." I said, "No, he's not." I said, "I had to pay you $400 for that gun because you were going to sell it to somebody. He don't get the gun back unless I got $400."
Tell him we'll see who's got the bigger gun at the door.
I told him, I said, "Ain't happening." I said, and I said to his wife, I told his wife to tell him that when he talks to him, to leave it up there because he's not getting this one until I die,
David said he's
this one's a
buying.
perfect back pocket gun for me.
Now, David, because I know you're really into that shit. Is it a Kickstarter starting at 9, or is it you can actually buy one to buy one?
Well, it
He's
says
saying he's
early
gonna
bird
buy
offers.
one.
That's what it says.
Yeah, he said he's going to buy one at 9. So that's why we're still trying to figure out, is it a Kickstarter type thing, or can you just outright buy one?
It's 9 a.m. his time, right?
Yeah, because he's 3 hours behind us, I believe. 2 hours
Yeah,
behind you.
because it's 11 my time.
So it's going to be what, 11 Eastern?
12 Eastern.
12 Eastern? Okay.
11
What makes
Central.
2 pops better than 4?
Yeah.
I have no idea, John. Okay, yes, it is a pre-order and Kickstarter, he said.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
I said, Dave, if anybody knows about Kickstarter, it's David.
Yep.
Oh, he's saying 12 Pacific time. So that'd be West Coast time.
So
that'd be 4
No.
your time. Or
No,
3
no,
your
it's
time.
not. No, hold on.
No, 2 your time.
Hold on. They got the times. Unless they changed it. I saw it the other day. At 11 Central. Launch time,
Mr.
9 a.m.
JRC, how you
Pacific.
been, buddy? I ain't seen you in a minute.
11 Central, April 3rd. That's what it said.
11 Central.
Yeah, 11 Central, 9 a.m. Pacific. It's not showing Eastern, but that's 12.
Yeah, he had the wrong time zone, he said.
Yeah. It's 9 Pacific, April 3rd,
Okay,
11
and
a.m.
it's
Central.
not Kickstarter, it's Indigo. So, same thing as Kickstarter. Same type of setup.
And you go.
And what does that mean?
It's the same as Kickstarter, just different company. It does crowdfunding. That's another real popular one that people use. That don't change anything. It's just instead of Kickstarter, you just go through them. Host is there, David. Co-host is not. I can actually take host from Paul because I put myself as a primary on his account just in case he gets locked out again. I can get into it. And you're muted, Paul.
Talking to the bank.
Oh, but I put
He's
myself as a primary on his Zoom account, so he can't. If he gets locked out, I can still get into it. I got everything saved to my computer. So. Yeah, for some reason, co-host is not coming up. I can go through his account later and look in the settings and see if it's there, but he can give host to somebody else if he has to leave or something, and everybody
he
wants
can
to
do
stay
that.
on. And I'll try to figure it out either later tonight or I'll do it Friday night when I'm off.
It's too bad. Too bad we can't hear Paul because I guarantee you he's probably said 2 or 3 blocks on the bingo.
I actually put myself as the main account holder, so I can actually take it from Paul. But
There
I
you
did
go.
that for a reason. That way, if he gets locked out again, I'll have main control of the account and I can give it
Yep.
back to him. Like I said, when I actually came in, it asked me if I wanted to take host from Paul. It is actually allowing me to take it back from him. But I tried to take it. I took it from him earlier and then clicked on everybody to see if I could give co-hosts, and it wasn't there. So, but even if I go in and change the setting now, it won't actually work until he starts another live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, you just enabled the co-host? Okay. Then it's probably not going to kick in. Let me see. It probably isn't going to kick in until he does the next live stream, though.
What's that now?
David said he went into your Zoom account and just turned on co-host, but most likely it's not going to kick in until you start another live stream up later tonight.
Later today.
Okay, yeah, because I can't add anybody as a co-host.
Because I remember on the Zoom stuff, if you changed anything while you were live, it wouldn't kick in right away. You had to wait until you ended the live stream.
So when you come back on later today,
it should be working.
If I can remember how to come back on.
If not, I'll go live on
I
your
count
own
that
damn
as
channel.
playing the old man card. But dude got a block.
If
Well,
not, I'll just
what you can do, Justin, is you can go live and then I'll just come out and you make me the host.
I go live
No.
right on Paul's channel from my computer. But I won't be home in time.
You need to remember how to get on, Paul.
Because I don't
Write
get
it
home.
down.
I don't get home till about 6, so I won't even be back.
Oh, they just changed my PIN number on my debit card, and so that's why I was on the phone with them forever to get it done. And I got it written down here, but I don't know where to write it. You know.
Put it in that. What you need to do is take that black book you have, rip out all the old ass pages that got all the old bullshit written on it that doesn't apply anymore, and start a fresh page. Put your PIN number, all that stuff in there. Write down your new passwords and what they go to.
You got blank pages in there?
Add me a credit ID.
Because I've seen his notebook and there is shit scribbled everywhere.
Good morning, Mark.
Don't repeat it out loud, Paul.
He was repeating it. Make sure when you give us those 3 numbers on the back too.
Yeah, we got V-copters to buy later.
Won't do any because I don't have any money in there.
Paul, get a email. Thanks for your 10 crowdfunding accounts. We appreciate that.
You have to go get another card, the 4th one this week. Hey, Randy, what's up?
Mark, Randy, how's it going?
Mark. Paul, Justin, Ed. You left Ed out. It's supposed to be Paul, Joe, Justin, Ed, David, Ed, PJ, Lindsay.
I didn't say hi to anybody else back in the chat because nobody was talking, so I thought they all left.
He's just too much above everybody else. That's what it is.
I'm only saying hi, people there.
He's your gaming channel.
Dude, my live stream views have gone way the fuck up, but they're not in there when I'm live. So apparently people are going back and watching it after I'm not live.
Oh, by the way, AZ told me to send this trash mic back to the Amazon and get a better one, a cheaper one.
I told you could have got that $40 HyperX. That thing was real nice for the price.
Yeah, but I want the colors.
You wanted to look like a gay nightclub on your fucking microphone stand, so. He likes all the RGBs.
Oh,
I mean, I gotta spend the money. I want it to look pretty.
Look, it is a nice mic. I thought the 150 that they originally wanted for it was a little much, but 80 I think isn't bad.
Yeah, I paid 89 and it's 116 right now.
Yeah, and it was originally 160. It was 159 and change.
So your mic has lights, like when you speak, it goes like.
Did you download the HyperX program?
No.
Yeah, you can change the colors and stuff. Download that.
Well, I'm all good because it's doing a rainbow and that's all I want.
Yeah, I'm
Matches the
sure it
computer.
is.
Yeah. I knew
Well,
when I said it. God darn it.
Hey, Joe. Ah.
And I have an Apple phone too.
Yeah, where's that Louisiana? Where's that Louisiana rainbow shirt you got? Go ahead and throw that on there.
He's coming out. He's coming out.
Got something for you.
It's okay.
First ever to reach over and get the golden finger.
John,
Here,
it's
I'm gonna
okay.
put it. I'm gonna put it in the chat though, because it's for doing your updates and stuff on the
It's
mic and all
It's
that.
2025. You can come
They
out.
put it in there. 'Cause I was gonna go back and have to pull a thing and look for it.
Yeah, there it is, right there. You
I don't remember
download from
telling me to
Windows.
do that.
You can control all the colors, and you can control some different mic settings, and you can also do updates on it when there's an update.
What is it? An app that sits on there?
It's just a program you download from the internet, from their website. It should be a download for Windows button. You scroll down
I
a
got
little bit.
Oh, that's cool. One of my
It says checking system requirements. We have just hijacked your system.
Yeah, okay. You fucking downloaded some porn site or something. Wasn't the shit I sent you.
That what you're into now, Joe, is porn?
what?
Listen to Ed like you don't know what that is. What's porn, huh?
He's
I'm
into
innocent
mid-
over here.
He's into midget porn, Paul.
A midget porn, huh?
No, that's
Oh,
art.
God.
Art is, not us. Art.
Here we go.
Tim is actually. I remember him saying that.
Justin, I don't know what that is. What's that? Can you explain to me what that is?
When a man loves a woman, or when a man wants to spend
When
some
a
money.
man- I don't know.
Yeah,
It could be
when
when a
you go
man
into
loves
a
a
shop-
man too, so I don't know that thing.
When you go into a shop and exchange something for money.
Yeah, go to your local massage parlor. You'll figure it out real quick.
Oh yeah, we got
No,
a
I
few
meant-
of those. We got a
I
few
meant-
of those here.
I'm in a pawn shop.
We actually, because you know how the whole, like the whole stereotype of Asian parlor, massage parlors. You know, you get the happy. Yeah, well, we actually had one that was busted by the sheriff like 2 weeks ago, and it was a bunch of Asian women.
And then the name of it was Happy Ending?
No, it was something. I don't even remember the name of it. It was some massage parlor, but it would like totally fit the stereotype of what people always make fun of about massage parlors.
I'll tell you, my masseuse, she could arm wrestle me and beat and kick the shit out of me.
You kind of like to have the shit kicked out of you? All right.
Her arms are about as big as tree trunks.
Holy. You
That's
sure
not-
she's a woman?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had an update on the mic.
Yeah, you should. They don't do updates too often, like once every like 4 or 5 months they'll put an update out for it. I don't know really what it does because it hasn't ever really changed anything on mine, so that I've noticed. So.
Oh, this is cool. Man, this is fun.
It doesn't have a whole bunch of settings, but you can definitely control the RGB and all that on it.
Dude, a gay nightclub now. Boy, God darn it.
Yeah, you can adjust like the speed of it and everything.
So the one you got, Joe, is the one that sits on top of the desk, or does it have the arms?
I got the arm going over the back.
Oh, okay.
He's got the same mic that I got. David Birdman's got that mic. Who else has it? One other person I think got it.
Oh, so you were just saying that he wasn't a gay player.
Oh,
You have the same
Jason.
mic?
Jason got
Yeah,
the
he's got
mic
one
too.
he knows.
Yeah, mine's bright red. Okay, Mine stays a solid blue.
Right
No,
here.
and then Jason got the white one.
You see that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got it coming over the top and I got the different colors changing.
The one thing I like is the gain control on the bottom, but yeah, you can just twist the little knob on the bottom and control your gain. Because there's some mics that don't have that. They literally just have a mute button on them. Like my old Yeti, that's all it had was a mute button. It didn't have any.
You were
gain
talking
control.
about massage parlor. The next thing I hear coming out of here is that you got to grab and twist the knob. What?
Now my Yeti's got a gain control. One of these days I'll actually get to start using it.
Well,
Get your mind out the gutter, Paul.
like the old Yetis had a
It's got
had a whole
buttons on.
yeah, it's got like 2 or 3 knobs and a couple buttons. The new Yetis, like the Yeti, was it the Yeti Mini or whatever, the small one? It only has a volume and a mute button. That's it. And they're both on the same knob. You either press it to mute it, or you can turn the volume up and down. And it's just
wow.
volume control for your computer speakers. It's not even for the mic itself.
You got lots of colors there, Joe. Wow.
Yeah. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 colors. And if you put it in cycle, it just changes the colors.
Yeah, and then you can
They
adjust how
fade.
fast
They
you
fade
want.
in and out, right?
Yeah,
What
it's
you're
just
seeing
just
on his
blends.
screen is exactly what his mic's doing in real time.
Okay.
Like, does it change only when you talk, or is it changing all the time?
It's changing all the time.
And then you can
Or you
set,
can leave it one color if you want.
and you can set the I think there's a couple settings for the mute button when you mute it, when you press that button on the top. And then there's the light.
Yeah, I've
sync.
got
I
the
can't
mute
remember.
button where you touch it like this and it back on.
Yeah, I was bad for hitting that all the time because my mic didn't hang over my monitor like yours did. Mine was on an arm below me, and I would
Right.
always hit that all the time and fucking not realize I hit it.
Yeah, I wanted one basically because of the fact I didn't want it to keep coming out of my camera.
And all the settings there look good because you want it to start up when you start your computer up.
Right.
It'll automatically start itself up.
And what I got to remember is when I get off the stream to hit the mute button.
Well, if you're off the stream, well, I mean, if you're off the stream, you should be fine.
Yeah, it's not doing anything anyway. It's not going anywhere, you know?
Now, once you leave the stream, it's not going to anything.
Lance, so you're going to school now?
Yeah, I'm doing a hyperlapse at my secret spot number 3. Don't tell
Okay.
Ray Kelly.
Don't tell Ray Kelly. Okay. I just wondered if he was driving all the way to get to South Florida meetup.
That's my next stop. Picking Joe up on the way.
Now I got a question. This doesn't do it doesn't put an app on your desktop?
It should have put a shortcut on your desktop.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If
looking
not, it's under your in your Windows button. It should be under your programs right there. You can like
Yeah,
pin
I'll
it to
find
your
it.
taskbar or something.
for. Yeah, it's not on my taskbar either.
Yeah, Trump nearly
It might be on my
screwed-
taskbar. It was on my taskbar. I'll find it.
Trump nearly screwed up the South Florida drone meetup,
Hello.
didn't he?
Yeah, he's in South Florida.
He's in Key Largo.
He's close.
Who is?
You're what?
Trump is in Key Largo and the
Oh,
no-fly zone because he's
And
there.
who are you?
Richard McQuillan with
Hey, the no-fly zone because he's there nearly reaches the beach, Jupiter Beach.
He's not here. He's in the hospital.
So they're lucky, aren't they?
He may not be coming out, so we'll see.
That would have pissed a lot of people off.
Well, when you get old, it happens, you know.
Oh, is that on the card, Joe?
Yep, bye-bye.
It's on my,
I'm getting old.
yeah, yeah, the old man card is on.
Oh, okay.
I want to show y'all a picture.
What was that?
This is from the
Virtuoso.
funeral the other day for the cop.
Oh,
The procession for him to go to at 172 motorcycles.
Wow.
that's the guy that was shot and killed?
No, the guy that was run over.
Run over. Okay, yeah.
Jesus, it's a lot of people.
172 motorcycles escorting the body.
Hey, what
It's crazy.
town was this in?
Slidell, Louisiana.
In Slidell. Okay.
That's on the card too. You forgot.
He was a motorcycle cop, I take it.
No, he was a FTO officer, sergeant for Slidell. I mean, for St. Tammany Police. He was one of the training officers. He was a whole bunch of stuff. And he ran out to throw the spike strip out on the interstate, 4 lanes. And he threw the spike strip out, and she didn't go towards the spike strip. She turned towards him and took him out. 114 miles an hour.
She gonna get the death penalty for that?
They won't even tell us what the charges are on her yet.
No, because they're going to do something really harsh and make it stick. So they're not going to say nothing until after they get everything squared up.
Either that or her last name is Biden.
Well, she's got the vehicular homicide. She's got the killing of a police officer. That's another charge. Then she's got attempted murder of a police officer when she ran into the other ones in New Orleans. He got injured.
And
She ran into the side of the vehicle there.
Then you're going to have.
She's got multiple charges for either attempted murder or vehicular homicide.
And then you got to think about all the smaller charges too. You're going to have reckless driving.
Oh, she got about 40 charges on her.
Yeah.
It was a stolen car, drugs in the car, weapons in the car, everything. Everybody underage.
There was a bunch of people in the car, right?
Yeah, five people in the car. 2 girls, 3 boys.
And the guys that were in the car were suspected gang members, were they?
No, I didn't say that.
They're all teenagers.
Well, did you
Yep.
see with that one guy that they're charging? He joined one of those southern gangs at the age of 10.
Yeah, that's
And
the
now-
guy.
and-
That's the
and
guy.
that-
It's in Alexandria, Louisiana.
Yep.
That was at the no, that's that was the dad. That's the one that was in they were arrested in Maryland,
Yep.
30 miles from Washington, D.C.
Yep.
And they're saying they shouldn't have taken him because he did nothing wrong. He was here illegally. That's enough. And he's part of the gang. And he's part of the gang. And they said, well, they haven't proven that. Yeah, they did when he was in court a few years back. And he said that he needed asylum here because he was part of the gang. He couldn't go back. He admitted it. So he's been proven to be a gang member. And they gave him a temporary asylum 5 years now. And they said, done, gone. And they're sending him to either El Salvador or someplace else.
And
And
the
they're saying
Democrats are trying
they
to
actually
stop-
did. They sent him to El Salvador. And now the court's saying you got to bring him back. And said, no, we don't have a jurisdiction.
Yeah, because El Salvador is going to do what Trump wants to do, and they're going to say, "Well, no, we're not sending them back," and they can't. The U.S. court can't force
Yeah.
another country to do something.
Yep. So he's down there and he ain't coming back. He said he couldn't go back to El Salvador because he was a gang member. Other gangs would kill him. Now he's in that prison down there.
The way I look at it, not my fucking problem. I don't care.
That's why, I'm sorry. Think about the United States first.
Not my
Exactly.
fucking
The
problem.
bottom line.
It's our way or the highway,
If you came in here illegally, you've already committed a crime that would have you deported because if you create that's one of them that gets you deported. because you've already broke the law. That's like the ultimate one to break.
Well,
I want to
there's-
go to the United States, but I'm getting there illegally, not do it the right way.
There's millions of them that came in illegally and were released into the country with told to report for review and didn't report for review.
Right.
And so they're now claiming, well, I've been here for 5 years. What the hell, you know?
Yeah. No. They know who they are. They got names and they got addresses. They're finding them because they're doing sweep. They did a sweep the other day in where was it? Might have been New York. Might have been New York. They caught a guy on the street and they said, he didn't do anything. What are you doing? What are you doing like this? And about 40 cops come running up. And like they just came out here in Louisiana and said Slidell Police Department and Canada Police Department will be assisting ICE.
There you go.
So there you go. If you and like she came out, Christy Nome came out and said, if you're here illegally, you need to leave now, or we'll make you leave, and you're not gonna like where we're gonna put you.
And
You know?
and there's no way you can reapply to come back.
Right. If you go out and reapply to come back, you can come back. If you reapply and we vet you. But if you illegally here and you don't leave and we take you out, you can't come back.
Yeah.
The biggest problem with the whole vetting argument is you can't vet people from third world countries where they don't keep records on anybody.
Oh, you got a point.
How the fuck are you supposed to vet somebody like that?
Yep.
Like, you know, you could take Afghanistan, for example. Like 90% of the people that grew up in Afghanistan don't even know what age they are because they don't have birth certificates or anything. So they don't even know what year they were born in. How the hell are you supposed to vet people like that?
Yep, I agree.
It's like one dude was bitching yesterday at a Tesla rally. Oh, they cut off funding to Haiti and all the work we've done there. And I said, you know what? This might sound insensitive, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Haiti. I could care less about fucking Haiti. Not my problem.
Yeah.
Figure it out yourself. Fix your own fucking country.
We should not be if we're gonna spend that much money, how about take care of the people that really need it, you know? In our country.
Like I said, it might sound insensitive, but I don't give a shit.
Viva la Trump.
I just don't care about another country's problems or bullshit. Not my problem.
Yep. Hey, Justin, I forgot to tell you, today's National Burrito Day.
You didn't think I didn't know that?
Oh, I knew you knew. I already knew you knew it. You probably already had one.
Actually, I have not had a burrito today, but actually stopped at 7-Eleven and got 2 slices of pizza on the way home because I didn't eat nothing this morning.
That's good for breakfast.
Well, they had a deal. You get 2 slices of pizza and you get a Pepsi for $1. So I was like 20 ounce.
Oh,
was
shoot,
like,
that's
wow.
good. That's left over from last night.
It was only like it was like 6 something for 2 slices of pizza and a Pepsi, so I wasn't complaining. Because they're pretty good sized pieces too. So.
Oh no, I've seen them. I've seen like we got a place Racetrack here that does them, and these things are like big freaking pieces.
Their pizza, I mean, it's not the best in the world, but it's not bad for gas station pizza.
Yeah.
It's like.
Well, I'm shocked at how good the
acceptable.
Racetrack pizza is.
Well, some of these like gas stations have really tried to like, especially like Wawa, man. They're like done really good with their food. I mean, I wouldn't say that Wawa's a 10, but for a gas station, I would definitely say they're about an 8 as far as quality of food.
Check out the mountain, fellas.
Wow. Well, they're so far away.
It might look farther away than the camera. Might look a lot close. Might look a lot closer for Lance.
And there's the boat museum right there.
It's a nice parking lot.
Up at night.
Ooh, look at all those parking spaces. Woo wee.
Yeah, look at that.
Only
It's
one
empty.
car.
One car and then two at the end.
That's a nice fence.
You see the tugboat,
Those are
blue
nice.
lights on it.
Does your tugboat at least float? Because Joe's is just stationary.
I'm not afraid to fly through that one.
Wow, that's a high fence.
Yeah. You're gonna see the fence? There you go.
Why do they have two fences together? Isn't it two fences?
There's
Or
not
is it
two
just
fences.
box?
No, it's like like a
Oh, okay.
what do you want to call it? A
Reinforcement
seawall?
barrier, yeah.
Like a seawall type thing.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yeah, down there.
what's, are you flying the Neo? Is that what you're flying there, Lance?
Yeah, I'm doing a 20-minute hyperlapse with the Neo.
There you
Yeah,
go.
well, you're gonna lose it.
Joe is happy for you because that's what he does.
You'll have to land halfway through and change the battery.
Yeah, it's not gonna last.
Not if you Dustin Dunhill it.
No, you only get about 11, 12 minutes out of a Neo.
They've got extended batteries for the Neo, don't they?
No.
No. That's the Mini 3 and Mini 4 you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Those have the extended batteries, but it puts it over the 240 limit if you use them.
Yeah, it does.
Which, like, honestly, I wouldn't really even worry about the weight unless an FAA agent actually comes out.
There's Lance mooning you.
Well,
Joe.
the difference is that the normal batteries have 249 grams written on them, and the extended batteries don't.
Well, like I said here, that only really determines whether you want to spend $5. And if you're that fucking cheap to spend $5 for 3 years, then probably shouldn't be flying a $300-400 drone or $800 drone, whatever. Because I know some countries, that 250 means a big deal. That can mean the difference between you having to get a professional license or not. But here, it's whether you just want to spend $5 on 3 years of registration.
Oh yeah, that was a question I have for you guys. Since I have my basic license now, do I have to register my Mini 3 Pro? No,
Not in America.
Canada?
In Canada, yeah.
I have no idea. That's something you'd have to ask.
I don't think you do.
I would ask JDS that. He probably would know. I don't have no idea how the Canadian rules work. Corey Man, JDS, Jim's Droning would probably be a good one to ask.
Yeah, Jim's Droning.
Those 3 guys are all in Canada. So
When he's sober.
Sure.
Well, the first, what you could do, Ed, is just call the, whose handles it? Ontario, whatever?
Yeah, if it's like any government agency here, he'll never get anybody on the fucking phone.
Yeah, I tried phoning just like Justin said.
Look on the website. They'll have the drone regulations there.
Canadian drone regulations, yeah.
Yeah, if you read them though, and you like not, because sometimes they do kind of word them in fancy language, and you might not understand
What
some
you mean,
of it.
like English?
Well, like they might use like legal terms and shit that you don't exactly understand what it means.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I was asking.
I would just, like I said, I would probably get up with Jim's Drone, and he actually knows a lot of the rules up there. And JDS probably does too, because he flies a lot of different shit.
Yeah, I'll ask him next time he comes on.
Because you got JDS on Facebook now, right? No?
Not on Facebook, no.
JDS was in the chat a bit back.
Yeah, he left.
Ah.
Well, here's a general statement here that they made.
On Facebook, I think. No, he's not. I know Jim's Droning is.
Canadian drone regulations
he
include the
is.
following rules. Drone pilots must follow the rules of the Canadian Aviation Regulations, CARS.
It don't tell you.
You must be 14 to obtain a basic operator's license and 16 to obtain an advanced operations license. Both recreational and commercial drones use is permitted. Either basic or advanced certification is required for drone pilots.
You just go to your right. It says
below 400.
Canada drone laws under 250 grams. To the right. Keep going. Right there.
The way you read that out, then it means that only 14-year-olds and 16-year-olds can fly.
You
Nobody
don't
else.
require a license or
Didn't
registration.
say at least. It just said
Well,
you
what,
have to be 14.
Ed, what are you talking about flying?
My Mini 3 Pro.
Mini 3 Pro,
You
is
got
that?
the 250 gram batteries, the light batteries.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it said you do not. It said under 250 do not require a license or registration.
Okay, so I don't have to get a registration then.
So it's
No.
pretty much like, well, here you still have to get a
But
trust
you got to
license.
have your drone certificate with all times on you.
So I have to have my license with me all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that don't make sense because it says 250 grams do not require a license or registration. It says drone pilots must carry a valid drone pilot certificate at all times. That different?
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it. That's why I was asking you guys a question.
There
Yeah.
might be, they might have their own version of the trust test. That might be what it is. It's not an actual license. It's just a drone test that they have to
Oh,
take.
it's 35 questions. It's a basic license. You
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
like ours. It's like a flyer's ID.
Yeah,
How much does that cost?
it costs $10.
Oh, well, fucking just do it then. Is it all
I
online?
did it. I did it. I passed the last this
Oh,
week.
then you should be fine then.
I
That's
know,
all you need.
I know, but I was just asking if I have to register my drone.
Was it
Nope.
just a printout paper?
Yeah.
I know Amazon does, there's companies on Amazon that you can actually get your stuff printed on a hard card. Over
The
here, at
stuff-
least, I don't know about Canada, but over here, there's a company that does the trust cards and they do the registration cards, so you can get them on a hard copy.
You'll find them on eBay as well. I got
Yeah.
mine.
So yeah, well, you don't have to have a paper in your wallet. You can actually
Yeah,
have
I
credit
it's a big
cards.
piece of paper.
Yeah. if
No
you-
wind today.
So just go on like Amazon and see if they have one for your
Yeah.
particular certificate, and they'll just ask you to put all your information in, then you pay like $10, $20 or whatever, and they'll send you a hard laminated card that's like a credit card that you can
Yeah.
put in your wallet, and they'll usually send you like a lanyard and a little holder for it, usually with it too.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And you can actually just throw it around your neck, keep it around your neck while you're flying. That way it's
Oh.
out.
Oh, Lance said there's no wind today. All the winds in Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they were saying earlier.
And they got
Was it
35 mile an
windy as
hour
hell?
gusts.
The flag is flying limp right now.
Oh, you saying like
Oh.
Justin?
That's what she said yesterday.
Woo! Justin walked right into that, or not. So,
Hey.
Paul, what is not today?
What is what?
What is
Not
not
today.
today?
It's not pizza day.
It is not pizza day.
Oh,
Gotta do
okay.
something about that little guy. He keeps jumping in ahead of everybody.
But tomorrow I start my spring break, Justin.
Nice.
Nice.
So you got how many days off?
2.
Well, depending on whether I want to drop my keys at the front door or not. I have 1 week off,
Okay.
Monday through Friday. My wife is my wife is leaning at retiring next year. She'll be 65 the end of next year, the end of the school year next year. And so she's like, she was so set in going 2 more years to get my daughter through college, but she's got the classroom from hell this year. And she's like, she keeps now hinting, next year might, we're going to play it year by year is what she's saying now.
Speaking of which, how is your daughter doing?
We thought it was fine. She broke out the other day. She's home. She probably kissed her boyfriend or something. I don't know.
Told you. Trying to tell you.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, but she's got a good attitude finally, because she was so paranoid. Now she's like, if I get the blisters, I get them. I'm not going to die. It's not the end of the world. So she's calming down a little bit that way, which is good.
Now, you said she was going to a specialist? Did the specialist see her yet, or no?
The gastrologist will see her in May.
Oh.
Some other specialists, she's done all her blood work. I mean, everything seems to be fine. It's just trying to figure out why she's, it's got to be something to do with the irritants of what she's eating, would be my guess. Like red pizza sauce sometimes acts. She'll eat red pizza sauce, a pizza with red sauce on it, and nothing happens. And then, the next day she'll eat one and she breaks out.
It could be one of the E additives.
And it's really anything. It's Chick-fil-A, their chicken nuggets or whatever you call them. She'll break out with that. There's no, a grape, or a cherry or a, watermelon. There is no real rhyme or reason. So.
Well, it could be like Mark is saying. It could be whatever they've cleaned or prepped this stuff in.
It could even be fructose.
Okay, I did not get that at all, Mark. I did not understand.
I said it could even be fructose.
Okay, somebody translate that for me.
Fructose, like glucose. Glucose is the sugar that you have.
Oh, glucose. Okay.
Fructose. No, fructose is the sugar that's in fruit.
Gotcha.
You don't want to hear about his daughter doing that. Stop.
Mark, you're not talking about fructose, are you?
No. Fructose.
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 Like lactose is the sugar in milk.
Yes.
In dairy. Fructose is in fruit.
Oh.
Yeah, fructose. Not oh geez, there's a deer right in front of me, right on the street. Almost hit it.
Was he running or what?
Can you guys see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there he is.
That's nice and neat, Clarence.
And this is the inner city, guys. And there's another one just ran across. His buddy just ran in behind me. So there's a pair of them.
Turn around and go get him. It's free meat.
Yeah. Take out my gun. Yeah. That's the inner city at its best right there, guys. Population of about 350,000.
Don't you think that maybe somebody has taken him in and they're feeding him?
No.
There's
not everybody that feeds animals like you.
Yeah. It's all part of the family.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, I was driving on the street that I'm on now, and I was driving in front of one of my students' houses, and there was a deer limping, like it had gotten hit, and it was bouncing around in the kid's yard. So when I got to school, I called the kid and I said, "Hey, you've got a couple deer in your yard. One of them looks injured, but he wasn't home. He's already out,
Playing.
On his way to school." Yeah. So, because it was on the way to school. So he was already, in fact, he bowls in the morning. This kid is a really good bowler. He has gotten 2 300 perfect games in his life. And the kid's 19 now. He's a good bowler. Anyway, I think he was out bowling got up early to go bowling or something. Anyway, I digress even more.
Well, you don't see deer laying alongside of the road, right?
No. But I'm just about to pull in front of the kid's house that I saw the deer in, which is
Well,
only about half a mile from where I just saw the deer.
Well, so maybe they're his pet deer.
They could be, yeah. He's feeding him that good food that you're trying to find in the Walmart.
Yep.
For dogs.
Because you know what's his name up in northern Minnesota, he goes out and feeds the deer all the time.
Oh yeah, Ron.
Ron, yep.
And he's in South Dakota, isn't he, or North Dakota?
Yeah,
Not
I think
Minnesota.
somewhere in that. Ron Lockwood, yep.
In fact, I'm going to show you the house. I'm coming up to the house of the kid, and it is right. Oh, I got to go past the church. It's the house with the red truck. This red truck right there. There we go.
Okay.
That's where I saw the deer the other day. And I'm pulling into the old rock pile, guys.
Back to work.
Back to work.
Well,
There
you know,
it
there's no rest for the wicked.
And my two buddies that sometimes I beat to work, sometimes I don't, they are both here. In fact, one guy's just getting out of his truck. I'm gonna see if I can hit him.
He would appreciate that.
He's retiring next year. He's my age, and he's calling it a career next year. So I may go out with him.
I would rephrase that.
He may retire at the same time. They're not dating and going out, you know.
Okay. Fellas, I'm going to put you in my back pocket.
We don't do that either.
And back pocket you go.
Are there any Teslas in that parking lot, Lance?
Actually, there are two, not right now, and they're the exact same color, and they park next to each other. In fact, the white truck, they park next to the white truck. Both of them do. Both teachers, it's like, how the hell do you afford a Tesla? So I grab my Neo, grab this Neo and bring it in.
Wow, his back pocket is very dark.
The youths are going crazy. Do you hear them?
And squishy.
I wonder if we were in the right cheek or the left cheek. Did Justin leave? Justin?
Yeah, Justin left.
Oh.
He didn't say goodbye or anything. He just left.
Okay, so I need to fix this wall. There are a couple of teachers on this wall that aren't even here anymore, and I'm in charge of this wall. Oh, I need to.
All right.
That gal there is gone, and that gal there is moved.
All right, Mr. Lance. I'll send you a picture of me. You can put it right there.
Perfect. Do you want to be the culinary arts person, or do you want to be the human development person?
You decide. I'll just send you a picture.
We do business, or you could take the media job, because
No.
I won't have it next year or the year after.
Brenda.
We can use TJ for the culinary art. He could get your meatballs. Badly.
Brenda's last comment was 20 minutes ago.
Well,
Well, I'm
back to-
thinking we may call it.
You're not gonna pack it in.
What?
You just
I've
got
been
to-
sitting out for the last day and a half.
Don't pack it in yet.
You've got a lot of catching up to do.
Well, Joe was on the phone talking to his son, I imagine.
His girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, his girlfriend? Oh.
He stole JJ's wife. JJ's girlfriend. Jonathan's. Jonathan must have gotten married, huh?
Don't start that again.
You telling me he went and took his physical fitness test this morning with Slidell Police? Stop.
Brenda,
And he,
I'm good, thank you.
He finished the course they had to do. It was like an obstacle course type thing in running. And the guy said, when it was all said and done, he said he hadn't run in a while, but he ran as fast as he could. Said the guy looked at him and said, I can't give you your time, but you passed. He said, I could just let you know this might be the fastest ever on the course. He said, you got to go check it. He said, this is really fast. Like that. And he said, you had to stop. Because they had one place that to go through it to get to the next obstacle. It was full of water, about 1.5 2 feet deep. He was getting ready to go through it. And the guy said, no, go around. He was getting ready to just go right through it. And he said they had a 5-foot wall. He said he reached up, grabbed it, flipped right over it, and kept going. He said, I've never seen anybody hit the wall like that.
Nice.
So he's in good. My son's in good shape. You know, I know that he's strong. That's the big thing.
So he's in line for getting a job in the next 2 weeks?
Well, he's got to go fill out the paperwork. He sent me a picture of the paperwork, and it's like, God darn it, it's like 20 pages. You got to finish filling out, and he's going to do that at Starbucks right there, so he could go drop it back off. So he should be. He's got to take a polygraph. They'll probably schedule that early in the week. And then he's going to have the interviews. So hopefully next week he gets a job offer. My daughter yesterday, in fact, I forgot to tell you this. She went to that one she wants at Ochsner Medical. And it's a clinical position. And she's got to go might be next Wednesday. Or it might be Monday. She told me today, I can't remember. But she's got to go for a walk, like for 4 hours to be there with them. Just to walk through the clinic and see about it, so they could see if they mesh.
She's doing a walkabout. Yep.
Yeah, to make sure she wants the job and all of this, but she sounds like she's got the job.
Oh, good.
I said, well, you better like it. It's
When
clinical hours. Go ahead.
When is she scheduled for that?
That's like Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So she goes and gets that done, and then what happens? It's only clinical hours. They get 18 days a year, personal days, plus sick time, and then holidays. And if she wants to go back to RN, they'll put her through the school. They'll actually, after you're there a year with them, if you want to go back and get her RN, she's an LPN, she can sign up for the program and she can go to school for the 1.5 2 years, whatever it is, without working. Ready for this? Without working.
Keep paying her.
They keep paying her and they pay for the school, but she has to commit to Oxford for 5 years. So she'll get her RN free.
Wow.
She says, I want this job. I said, then to go in there and don't act a fool, you know?
Here's Mr. Lance.
Hey, I'm gonna join from my computer here in a second.
Lance is here. I gotta go.
Okay.
I want this job. I gotta send him some addresses. Let me find out what he wants. He wants Nick's address. See if I got it.
A boat somewhere in the Med.
I sent my daughter-in-law a message last night. I said, let your husband know not to bring my PT-111 he borrowed from me back, because he's not getting his gun back unless I get $400. I said, because I'm out $400 on this deal. I said, he could have it when I die.
Lance, what time do the students start coming in?
That needs to be on the bingo card, Joe. They start coming at the first period is at 8:15 today. And I don't have kids till 9:15.
So you got a couple hours.
I do.
But you getting tired of the stream already?
I'm going to share this with you guys. You tell me what I'm missing or tell me what I need to add. Okay. So share. Window here. Share. You guys see that?
Yeah.
What are you missing?
So this is basically when the kids look back 40 years from now, these are the things that are current. So these are current events. I need to put Google in there, I think.
Yeah, you got to put Google. You got to put TikTok. You got TikTok in it?
I do have TikTok in the bottom right corner.
Instagram.
I have Instagram top left corner. I have Netflix top right corner. The iPhone and the Galaxy, the current iPhone and Galaxy.
You don't have greatest president ever, Trump?
I do. Bottom right.
Zoom.
Zoom. I don't have Zoom. Thank you.
Bottom right. I don't see no bottom right.
You don't see the bottom right here?
Oh, President Trump. There you go. You got a little President Trump.
Well,
You know, you needed a whole big line. You need to be bigger than Taylor
You
Swift.
should have used that picture of Trump that Art put on one of his posts the other day where Trump was bright orange.
A kid.
That was funny.
A kid turned the page over. She didn't want to do it because of this right here.
Oh, there's a Tesla.
She said, I am not going to put a Tesla on that page, Mr. Cadena. I said, you have to, because it is an ugly looking vehicle and it's what's current. I mean, hey,
Yeah, tell her to get over it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Zoom, Google, what else?
YouTube.
What?
YouTube.
I have YouTube.
It's on there.
Middle right.
Uh-huh.
I just don't have it spelled out. Just like I don't have Facebook spelled out. I don't have Instagram spelled out. I don't have Netflix, but I've got their icons.
What else?
Popcorn.
The Avatar.
I could do that. I could do the Neo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Put the Neo on there.
Put the Neo on there. In fact, I might put an image of a drone right there.
Yep. Good place for it.
What other technology do kids use right now?
Messenger.
Messenger.
X.
Is there an S? Messenger.
X.
X. Yep. Why don't I have X?
Yeah, X is a big one.
In parentheses, should I put Twitter? No.
Put Twitter equals X.
Yeah. Got Paramount Plus. I've got Uber. I've got Uber. Do I have Uber Eats? Uber Eats.
What else is there? WhatsApp.
Uber Eats. I have AI.
WhatsApp.
We've got our 4 major television stations in the neighborhood.
This mic is so sensitive that I don't even have to touch it. I just get my hand close to it, it turns off.
You got WhatsApp.
I wonder how popular that is. WhatsApp.
It's very.
It definitely is in Europe.
Free phone calls.
Yeah. See, WhatsApp is real popular with you guys. I don't know. I don't know. I had it when I went to Europe, but I
You got
took it
Lyft,
off
you got
because I needed
Uber,
room.
right?
Who has WhatsApp in the United States? Raise your hand.
You got Google on there?
Yeah, it's on
I know Justin's got it.
We're putting
And somebody
Google
was talking that they'd sent a message to somebody. He said, "Where did you send it?" And he said, "WhatsApp." So obviously it is used.
Yeah. My buddy who lives in Germany, he said, "Hey, get WhatsApp on your phone, so when you come to Italy,
Yeah.
we can communicate."
Hey, Jody, I see Frank
That's
was
it.
here earlier. Y'all missed each other. Paul's sleeping. That's a block.
What else is there? Wikipedia.
That one took a long time to hit.
Oh yeah, Wiki. That's a good one. Good job. Thanks, Mark.
I'm gonna make you host in case I fall asleep.
Now leave yourself host with no big deal.
What else is there? Kindle.
You fall asleep, you fall asleep. We'll all leave and you can wake up eventually. Give you more watch hours for the day you lost.
And the Kindle.
I shot the softball game yesterday.
Or ebooks.
Ebooks?
Yeah, Kindle.
Oh yeah, Kindle. Ebooks.
I got to do a softball game today at 4:30 there, Lance.
Yeah. I've got to do this is the varsity girls, and then I did the JV boys baseball, and I've got to do the other vice versa today.
I suppose you could also include like Amazon and eBay.
I have Amazon. I don't have eBay. Is eBay as popular right now?
Yeah, pretty much.
eBay.
Don't forget Timo.
Oh yeah, Timo.
Oh yeah, Timo, you got to put Timo on it.
And how about Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Disney Plus. Apple TV.
Oh yeah, Apple TV. Okay. See what
Yeah, AZ said put DJI in there.
DJI. Just for me, I might do that.
Just before it disappears. Yeah.
Put FAA on there.
Put I don't want to word it. Yeah, put deportation on it. There you go.
The
illegal
wall.
alien deportations.
The
That's how you
wall.
put it. One whole strip and build a wall.
Oh yeah, you got to put SpaceX on.
So I almost flew over your bridge there, Joe.
SpaceX, that's a good one.
SpaceX, yeah.
SpaceX, you said?
Yeah.
You could put Doge and you could put Musk on there.
Yeah.
They would. Then the teachers would probably run me out of town. And
Tell them get over it.
Mm. Plus, SFDM, and let them all wonder what the hell that is.
SMH?
SFDM, South Florida Drone Meetup.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe SMH though. They use that a lot.
You gotta. Did you put the greatest drone ever? About 2.
No, that's what he's gonna put underneath the Neo.
No, he's gonna write best and worst drones ever. Avata over best and Neo over worst.
I
Yeah,
don't think Lance agrees with you.
I think he does.
I don't know whether they use Audible over there, which is audiobooks.
I think if you're a struggling reader, maybe.
Or blind. Comes in
Oh,
very
yeah.
handy for people who are blind.
Yeah.
Have you got a cell phone up there?
Yeah, I've got the iPhone and the current iPhone, the current Galaxy.
Is he saying Starlink?
Yes, Starlink.
What is Starlink?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Starlink is
That's
satellite
telephone,
internet.
satellite telephones.
Oh. So Starlink.
It's Elon Musk again.
Verizon.
You got
T-Mobile.
Android.
T-Mobile. Yep.
Verizon, T-Mobile. What's the other ones?
EE.
AT&T.
AT&T. Okay.
You got Boost
There are only
Mobile.
three now? T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T. Is that it?
That's the three main.
There's probably about another 300 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Boost Mobile. You got that new one that Paul got the other day.
Metro PCS from T-Mobile.
Oh, that's party mobile then.
You guys gave me a great list. Oh, it looks like I'm subbing. Hold on. Cadena. I can. Yes. Yep. Awesome. Thank you. Bye now.
AZ said, don't forget to put Tesla above that Cybertruck.
Well, Paul, my day's starting at 8:15 now.
Oh,
There
don't forget Sky.
I'm making just under $1 million with covering one class.
Nah, you buy another Neo.
There you go.
Hey, you're gonna go for TV and stuff. Sky.
What is Sky?
Sky.
SKY.
One of the biggest satellite TV networks going.
Yeah, it's a European thing.
It's owned by Rupert Murdoch, isn't it?
Yeah, AZ Drone already
it
has
was.
a Tesla on there. Starlink. What else does he say? DJI. Morning again, Brenda. Oh, we need to put Mad Props Media on there, don't you think?
Yeah, it's part of media.
Or how about live from Studio B?
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on just for Paul. Live from, how do you spell studio?
STUDIO. Studio.
Studio.
I'll show you my finished product, Paul.
Thank you.
Kids won't know what it is, but you and I will.
Yeah, you got to put a picture of an old rotary telephone on there.
AZ said
See how many people know what it is.
Facebook and Microsoft.
Microsoft here. AZ, hey, thank you, bud. How did I forget that? That's in my backyard.
Yeah.
I would have been roasted. I wouldn't have put that up. I did put Facebook on there already, but kids don't use it. In fact, they laugh. They laugh at Facebook. That's an old person's app. But my daughter's starting to use it a little more. She never used it in high school. She had an account because, a lot of things you have to sign up for. You have to have a Facebook account. So she had one, but she's starting to use it just a little bit, not a lot.
Boy, the wind is howling.
Adobe. Thank you, AZ.
Yeah, Adobe.
My gosh.
I can even tell you how it got its name.
Okay.
Adobe is the name of the river at the bottom of the owner's garden.
Should I put Photoshop? Should I put the word Photoshop in there?
Well, that is Adobe.
It is. I understand that,
Hmm.
but I could do both. Because some kids
Or
might not
put
know.
Adobe Photoshop.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also put Da Vinci as well if you're going to do Adobe.
AZ, you're funny. Like Justin, yeah.
Well, there's Da Vinci and Final Cut.
See, I used to use Final Cut. We used to have Macs in my lab when I first started here. And now we converted to PC about 4 years ago.
Mm. Yeah, when I went on a course to learn Adobe Photoshop, it was all on Macs.
I started learning Photoshop before there was the internet.
Really old Macs. Like
I told my kids that I had to check out books from the library to figure out how to use it.
Yeah, and all the Macs I learned on were the ones with the cathode ray tube.
Oh, I'm going to show you guys this. Hold on. You're going to recognize this, Mark. Your screen here.
I look at the screen.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to start it from scratch. You recognize that, Mark? I'll freeze it. Hold on.
That was Mark's picture.
Top of Mark's head in the bottom right corner. And who is that? Is that Ed?
That's me.
Paul.
That's awesome.
You can send a Neo underneath that?
That was the Neo.
It'll fit.
Couldn't you tell the great quality?
Yeah, you should have sent it underneath that little thing.
Tells you my shutter. Can you guys see my shutter speed? Can you guys see that writing down there? No?
No.
I don't know if that showed or not.
I see a Q-tip on the ground.
Yeah, you'll probably find a couple needles too.
Joe, you don't think the Neo will fit under there?
A Neo might. You might get stuck.
Yeah, it'll fit under there.
You get that thing underneath there and be bouncing.
It might not fly that low. I think.
Look at all the names that AZ put on. Intel, Simpson,
PayPal, Sony.
Oh yeah.
Ryzen.
PayPal.
NVIDIA is a good one.
Yeah.
Is AZ
Miss Ryzen.
like putting all kinds of look at AZ. My gosh, I'm not gonna have enough room.
No.
You can't forget Titanic.
Cisco, Canon. Canon's with one N, right?
Epson.
I have Sony. I have the Sony A7. PayPal. There's a good one.
Olympus.
PayPal. What's another pay online?
eBay.
I said eBay before.
Do I have Samsung? Samsung would be good.
V-
I don't
what
want
is
to
it? V-
I don't want to get
Vimo?
too easy. I just, because I have clothes and I have
Any-
Netflix already.
Any Vimo that you lot use?
But AZ's
Well,
given me
Joe's.
a lot of good ones. So that, yeah, I've got a nice long list now, guys. That I'm gonna not be able to put everything on.
AZ's on the ball today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was not happy when the girl said she wasn't gonna put Tesla on there and she didn't want to do the page anymore.
If you're going to go on cameras, you've got Olympus, Ricoh, Minolta, Pentax, Praktica, Fuji, Agfa.
Oh wow, Lynch is gonna need a book for that.
I only have one page.
All those
Leica.
names.
Hang on, I'm not finished. Leica, Hasselblad, Lubitel.
Hold on, guys. I've got someone at the door. Hey, I'm interrupting my podcast. Just kidding. I'm watching my podcast this morning. So you need to take pictures. Is
Yes,
that
I
right?
do.
Okay, and you're going to take a picture using this as your subject. This is for aperture?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna use that.
Okay. Am I doing it inside? Just in
Yeah,
here?
you're gonna do it inside,
Okay.
you're gonna do it on a table out there,
Okay,
and I'll
I'm
kind of
gonna
get you set up. Get you set up first before we. Okay, so you hold that, make sure you're on AV on the top.
Yes.
And you know the 5 apertures I
Yep.
need you to shoot. Grab that, and I'll walk you into the hall. And I'll show you what you'll do here. Did you take any of the apertures?
I did the first one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Facebook have introduced Meta AI, haven't they? It keeps on coming up in Messenger.
Yeah, Uber and Uber Eats, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's paid?
Autodesk. That's old.
Keep getting deals on them treats I give Loki, those hemp treats. When I first bought them, it was like $17, right?
Early to shoot.
And I would keep getting them for $8.99, $8.99. They just had it on
Good.
sale for $7.99. I got like 2 boxes of them in there. Every time I get them for that price, it's like saving half. Stop. Stop.
Did AZ fill up the board again?
You need a treat.
Uber, I've got Uber, Meta. Meta's a good one. Meta.
Yeah, what's that other AI? Chat GPT.
I have that. I have Chat GPT. I have AI. Leonardo, would that be it? What would be a good graphic AI? Leonardo? I don't know that they know that.
I don't know. There's a music one as well, isn't there? The one that Joe uses.
Suno, but I don't know if the kids know that.
Hey, did Angel go flying on his birthday the other day? Lance.
What's that?
Did Angel go flying on his birthday?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him for a while. I know he's in, I think I saw him, he was flying in Washington, D.C. Question?
It's not focusing. Like, I keep trying to.
Okay, are you on AF or MF? Look at the lens, and there's a little toggle. It says AF, no, look at the side. You see that AF, MF?
Mm-hmm.
What's it on?
It's on AF.
Okay, And so it should be focusing. You might be too close to the subject.
Okay.
Back up about half a foot.
Okay.
Got a kid that was absent all last week. She's got to make up some work.
Yeah.
Did I lose audio? I don't hear you clowns.
No, we're all quiet.
Oh, so you are a clown. Okay, thanks. Easy, stop putting stuff in.
Yeah, we were just listening to you explaining the EF lenses to her.
Yeah, as many times as I tell them, there's that little switch on the lens.
Mm.
Because my video kids will put it on MF to manually focus, and they don't flip it back to AF. And so when my photography kids get it, they're thinking, "What's up? What's going on?" I said, "No, remember." But hey, this is my best 3 photography classes I've had in one semester. They're really good kids. So this semester could make me teach for another 15 years. Last semester, I would have handed my keys over the first week of school.
Well, you got
There
all
was
the
only one
kids
class
now.
to
You
go.
got all the kids now dying to fly, right?
Dying to fly. That's my 4th period. I've got a kid that asks to fly it every day. Okay, so what was I going to do? I need to set up my test for today.
You don't forget to put the South Florida drone meetup on it.
There you go.
Did any of your kids go out and buy drones on their own?
No, but a teacher did.
You got that one
And
kid with the Mavic 3.
I have one kid that's bought 2 Mavic 3s, an
crashing
Air
boat.
2S. He's lost an Air 2S and a Mavic 3, and he has now a Mavic 3. Actually, he has a Mavic 3 Pro. It's the first Pro I've flown. He brought it to school. He brings it to school, and I fly it every once in a while when he brings it. He's in my yearbook class, and I have him do some things. And he's in broadcasting as well. So, okay, so what am I doing? I am going
1 hour. Hour and 9 minutes.
for what?
Peacopter Mini.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, is it released today?
The
Well,
crowdfunding.
the crowdfund.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see what they're going to ask.
Okay, so create this industry standard. Create exam codes. Last name.
Got this girl on Facebook that keeps asking me, why haven't you taken my picture yet?
Okay, did it work?
Yep.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
You got, so get them on your OneDrive and then see what you can edit before the bell if you want to, or you can
Okay.
edit in class.
Okay. Are we taking the big camera test again today?
We're not taking.
That's what
Yeah,
Michael
we
told
are.
me
We
to
are.
download it. Okay.
And have you passed it?
I got a 74, so that's
You're
really
close,
close.
yep.
Yeah.
So you
So
get
I'll
a chance.
take that, and then if I have extra time, I'll finish.
Perfect.
editing.
Sounds good. 1 point away from passing. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm setting the test up now. Single test, single exam.
It is this girl. This is one of them from the olden days. I shot all of her friends' pictures and never did shoot her picture. And she's saying, why? And she, about a month ago, she said, why haven't we taken pictures? Why haven't you shot my pictures?
Did you
And I said,
reply
"Let's-"
back and tell her you got to do something that's worth picture taking?
No, she's worth picture taking. I told her, I said, well, maybe we'll have the Mardi Gras when everything settles down. And she emailed me again. She goes, it's at the Mardi Gras. Let's see how old she is. It's been a while.
Hey, Lance,
Yeah,
you gotta put Donald Trump on there.
yeah, he's on there.
Yeah, she's 37 years old now. I might have to do it. I'm looking at some of her recent pictures. I might have to do it. Damn, I'm getting old. Because I remember when she was like 19.
Well, the news just said that they arrested some guy in Illinois who threatened Kristi Noem, the DHS secretary, and ICE agents.
Well, good. Put him in jail.
Friends of Big Bear Valley have a live stream going, and they have two small birds, Sunny and Gizmo.
Huh.
It's a live stream running all the time.
Here you go, Lance. I'm gonna show you her face. She wants me to take pictures of her.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
37
Ooh.
years old.
Are you
Like I said, I remember
77? Did you say
she's 37.
77? Oh, 37. I was gonna say
37.
Okay.
I remember when she was 19. Because I shot her friend when she was 19.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
she's 37. You can give her a shoot.
Now, does she what? Is she doing it for headshots? Joe?
No, she just likes to. She used to do modeling way back.
There you go.
So they had a couple of people shoot her recently, and she came back and she goes, "How do you like the pictures? And they look good." She goes, "Well, why haven't we ever done it?"
There you go.
I like each piece.
I said, "I'll let you know after Mardi Gras. Might have to do that." Yeah, 'cause she's pretty hot now, and she's 37, so that even makes it better. No. Why are you over here side-eyeing me? I already gave you're out of treats. I gotta go to the grocery. I told you that. You're not listening. I gotta go get the treats. We're out. It's all gone. Yeah, I told you that. Okay? Get some in a little while. He's side-eyeing me. He's getting ready to bark.
Side
I said no. I don't have any. They're gone. They're all gone. All gone. Y'all ate it all. Y'all a bunch of pigs. Y'all not dogs. Don't sass me. And getting louder ain't gonna help. He gets louder. when I don't pay attention to them.
Okay,
No.
guys, what do you think?
Pack it in.
Ready to pack it in?
Another bot.
I am.
Okay. Ed, thanks for being here. We'll see you later today, maybe.
Yep.
And Mark, take care. Joe, will we see you later?
What did I say I had? What did I say? You gotta
I don't
remember.
know.
Got a softball game.
Oh, you got a softball. Is it men or women?
Softball. Girls.
Girls softball. Okay. Yep. Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later today.
Yep. See you, everyone. Have a good
Bye
night.
for now.